Hello, collective. I hope everyone's having a great day. I was when I got off work last night, I looked directly. I was looking for the moon, right? Because it's usually off to the side somewhere, or like you could look straight ahead and basically see it. And then I looked directly right above my head, and there it was. And it's like it was, to me, it was symbolic. It was like you're getting downloads from the moon as well as the sun. I'd like to get my my recharge, my healing, my light codes and everything when I go to from the sun, from the beach, and just wherever else they may just pop up. I just I get them from wherever, but my favorite place to receive them is usually at a beach somewhere, watching the sun glisten off the water, and voila, then things start popping into my head and everything. And it's like there's a lot of energies like that are being left behind. So the past couple of days I've been feeling kind of like a heavy ass energy. It's just like, and it felt like a very evil, hateful one. Even I woke up with some residue of it this morning, and it's like I just didn't feel like myself. So I had to be like, this energy is not mine. And because I know my energy is normally light and full at the same time, and I don't have a whole lot of energetic like baggage or anything. I just have people from the past trying to hold on to me, and then it's just like new levels, new devils is what they say. I try not to accept that, but it's kind of have to, I feel like, because as your light side, your light side ascends, so does your shadow side. And that's why we have shadow work, and we'll forever have shadow work. Just like your ego doesn't die, it just dies. We just shed certain layers of it to where that ego does not get triggered, and we handle a situation or a person in a different kind of light, right? We see it in a different kind of light, we handle it in a different kind of light. You know better, you do better, right? And I feel like that's what it's been. It's just been like push and pull, but on like both ends. It's like burning a candle at both ends. So there's the past and people we left behind who are just so angry, bitter, and all this, trying to pull us back collectively. And then there's the future, which is bright. And there's energies who have seen the past, right, or heard about the past, who want to also keep us compressed down to a certain level. And that's just not what's getting ready to happen. That's why for me the energy has been like super heavy, but it's not the energy, but I've had like brain fog, so I could feel the attacks, but my energy is still like, okay, whatever. And like it was showing up today when I went to go training. I couldn't remember much of anything, and it's just like, and then on top of learning new ways and trying to break, that's another thing, you're trying to break old habits of things that used to be, and learning new ways, new and improved ways to do certain things. And then you have to break the old habits while trying to remember some of the old that would help you, that wasn't necessarily bad in the past. That's why you didn't let it go, right? Help you in your journey to the new and the future. And that's pretty much where I've been, and how I feel maybe the collective's been going through. So it's kind of like a tuna can effect, a sardine can effect, where they're trying to round us up and or keep us compressed, like in some kind of suspension of energy. And it's just not working. And it's funny, like, because people they try, they try the collective, and just like they should really try to get to the point where they don't feel like they have to respond or react in a certain way to us just being ourselves, being our true and authentic selves, and not just going on about our lives. Like the mistakes are the mistakes. It's just like, and they do things to and towards the collective that it's just like they know good and damn well they would hate if it were done to them. They would hate if somebody was trying to hold them and bind them to their past. They would hate if that's a strong word. Why am I using that one? They would they wouldn't like if, should have went that way. They wouldn't like if there was someone judging them based off their past, but that's why they keep their past secret. So they feel superior because their past isn't on blast, or their past isn't like yours, but it made you, like the other things, the other aspects that they may have gone wrong and they may have gone left, may be equally as bad, but it's because it's not on blast, because it hasn't been, they haven't been transparent about themselves, and they live in the shadows, right? Because it's like you are living in the shadows if you're not being completely honest and transparent with yourself. These people aren't honest with themselves, and that's usually what I find with judgmental people, or people who try to antagonize you based on past, deeds, or past whatever they heard about you, right? And if you, especially when you moved on and healed for that, they like, oh, you trying to act like it didn't happen? I'm like, no, I don't act like it didn't happen. In fact, I'll tell you that if you want to hear my story. However, it's just like, it's serving me no purpose now. It's not who it's not who we are now. It's not, even something that we're interested in now. It's just kind of like, we learned our lessons, whatever lessons we're here to learn from it, and we've moved on. And it's like, there's people now, right? They're trying to keep us in the past because they're actually stuck in our past, because they wanted the attachment so bad that they attacked us when we weren't receptive to their energy, which was, pretty damn bad for, the collective not to want anything to do with a person, place, or thing. So it's like, you wanted it, now you got it. So that's the tug of war. Now they're trying to pull on us, our energy from our past, and that just doesn't exist no more. That's why they're, somewhere on their ass, basically. Sorry, give me a second, I gotta get this parking ticket. And that's just it. The whole thing is, like I said, letting go. Like, you can play tug of war with how you play tug of war with a person, or like like someone you're just joking and playing around with, and then they're pulling with all their might. It's just like, oh, you're sitting there kind of like, okay, you're at that crossroad where it's just like, damn, should I try to keep fighting for this, or should I let it go? Kind of hurts to keep holding on, right? Especially when the person is equally as strong as you, is because they're stronger in your shadow than, well, they're not stronger in your shadow, but they are. It's like they're willing to fight more for your shadow, your past, than you are. So it's just like, okay, there you go. It's just like, there you, and then you just watch them fall and let the rope go. Because as I said, it does hurt more to hold on to shit that just doesn't serve you any longer. Like, you have a certain level of fight and resilience when you're fighting for something that matters, right? When you're fighting for, the future, when you're fighting for stuff that you want in your life bad enough, right? The fight is just that much harder when they wanted your past. They wanted who you were. They wanted, they wanted to be who you were, because it's like, how do you do that and then go heal from it? That's basically the envy of it all, is just that they're upset that you actually heal from it, and that isn't you, and probably never was you, because a lot of the collective, we've had a lot of witchcraft and things on us, which is like a repeat of energies and people and situations. And like, I know, like, when you're always surrounded by something, when you're always surrounded by certain energies, you tend to succumb to them. Fall, I won't say victim, but you tend to I don't know what this person is doing. You tend to fall short a little bit, and it happens to everyone. But these judgmental energies, these energies who want you to stay stuck where they are, which is in your past, with the old version of you, the karmic version of you, right? Because everybody was or will be karmic at some point in their life, and probably, most of the people who are pulling on you from your past are the karmics now. They are the new karmics, those that switch sides, and you're just like, okay, say less, say less, pay less, right? And they said a lot. They said more, they attacked more. And they put so much energy into who you were, that they can't, they can't do anything but be mad at you. Or they can't do it, well, they can't come with you, I'll say that. They can't go with you to your future, so they'll stay there and try to be a thorn in your side, in this lifetime. And maybe someone might, I don't know if that's a thing, it might follow you to the next lifetime, but that'll be an energy more easily spread should you decide to keep growing on this path and journey. And should you decide to keep going forward, moving forward, pressing on in this path of journey. There were lies mixed with truths, and like a half truth is a whole lie. And the whole thing is, whether it's a lie or a truth, is something to heal from. It's like, if they're telling lies on you, it's like that's them that needs to heal from whatever caused them to tell that lie. And there's also you needing to heal from, if it wounded you at all, right? If you even cared, that will heal you from, that in and of itself, having lied to you, because nobody likes being lied to. Like, I can see why anyone would react to a lie being told on them. But the truth is kind of like, okay, well, I did that and I healed from it. Like, if you heal from the truth, and the truth isn't so savory, right? It doesn't quite fit the bill of who you are now, then I can see it, being a trigger of some sort. Oh boy. And that's strange. Being a trigger of some sort to you, and you may be reacting more than you should, or more than you would want to in a normal situation. So, had a party going on in the parking garage. Okay, or something. And I think that's pretty much the gist of it. They're mad because you healed. They're mad. They have survivor's jealousy, is what it is. Like, the collective, we fight the hardest battles because we're the strongest. We're like the kind of the front liners in this fight. And it is a dog fight. It really is, because it's just like, these people are like, some people are just kind of like the hellhounds of the spirit realm, and or something, whoever released them on us is now suffering for it. Like, these people, these practitioners, these people who do voodoo or hire voodoo practitioners for negative reasons. Because voodoo, or just dark magic, there's light magic, there's red magic, gray magic, and there's voodoo and all kinds of other different practices that were actually initially meant for healing. And then there's the idiots who, I didn't get my way, so I want to abuse this divination, I want to abuse this and that. So they start abusing it, and I guess that sense of power, like kind of how Ursula from The Little Mermaid wanted the Ariel's voice. It's kind of that I get a little glimpse of that, what it is to have the power of somebody from the collective, or the false pretenses, under false pretenses, and what they feel like is the power of the collective. It will never be the same. As I said in a previous video, two people could say the same thing, but it can mean something entirely different depending on the frequency or trajectory they are in. And sorry, I got distracted by my own clutter that just happened this morning. It's funny how fast it happens, the clutter. And it's like fake power. It's just like power they never had, because it's like they didn't even have the power to do the work for themselves and heal themselves and like move on with their life, basically. But they think they have the power of somebody from the collective, or the collective as a whole, and it's just not the case. It's just like they cast all these illusions, only to, at the end of it, realize that they're the ones in the illusion. They're the ones that are delusional. Like, because they refuse to heal. They refuse to, first of all, even admit that it was them who did anything wrong, in their own lives, and to themselves, how they wronged themselves by trying to be in somebody else's energy, like, and to hold on to it, to sustain it. And the whole thing is they can't hold on to it because they don't have the vessel to sustain it, because most of these people don't even like really take care of themselves for real. Like, some of them look good on the outside, but they're like absolute garbage on the inside. And that could be in any stretch of the imagination. Their mentals are garbage, and you know, their spirit and all kinds of other things, like just garbage, you know. And you know, a lot of them are like, you know, they plagiarized and stole inheritances. They stole, you know, 3D and tried to steal 5D properties from the collective because they want an energy harvest, right? And you know, like, you can't, you know, they did so, right, or had the appearance of doing so, but what they inherited for themselves was all kinds of bad karma, all kinds of bad health, right? Well, the collective is just like the stuck and stagnant energy is just like, oh, okay, that's them trying to make us feel like our new isn't coming in, our new beginnings aren't coming in. Because like what happens is like on a 3D, it's like it'll start off as like conversations about the constant conversations, drumming up the energy, and that and to people known and unknown to the collective. And then those conversations leads to false starts and new beginnings, because there's already preconceived notions of who the picture they wanted to paint as to who you actually are, because your personality and who you actually are two different things. Your reputation and who you actually are, that's two different things. And that's where things get distorted. It's just like, yeah, that's your experience with this person, but you know, what did you do